Yo, you in the mirror. So listen, she finessed me and my homie too. So this one is about Rico and Johnny. Y'all know Rico and Johnny if you been following the episode. So if I ain't already mentioned this, Rico and Johnny, they cousins. You get what I'm saying? So they already real close. They already family, etc., etc. They know each other real well, right? So with that being said, Johnny already done told Rico the whole rundown about what happened with him and Molly and how she had did him, etc., etc. He already done told Rico the whole story, the whole rundown, right? So with all of this being pre-understood and pre-explained and pre-laid out on the table, Rico still felt like, nah, like it ain't even that. And mind you, I might have skipped over something, so let me bring it back for a second. So Rico had ended up running into Molly one day. And mind you, he didn't originally know the history behind Molly and what she had did at the time of meeting her, but that's how the conversation came along with him and Johnny when they was discussing it, and Johnny was telling them about what happened. So in the midst of all that, like I just said, Johnny broke the whole story down, how Shorty finessed him and took his bread, etc., 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 told him the whole rundown. But see, Rico, he done got the little time to see. I know some people may be thinking like the whole little bro code, like, oh, you done dealt with her, so why, you feel me, and you feel me, them type of things, like you be wondering why would they even do that, you said, right? But see, the problem is everybody don't move by that mindset, by that logic. And see, these two, they already have that understanding with each other that the other gonna do what they wanna do, right? So Rico got the mindset of, nah, you just mad because Shorty had cut you off, and he basing on some shit like he feel like Johnny just trying to block his shine, like he don't want Rico to mess with her. But at the same time, Johnny really trying to tell Rico and give him like the beforehand, like, bro, I'm telling you, this ain't the one. She ain't what you gonna be thinking she is. And by the time you figure out what she is, it's gonna be too late, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to save you the time. He said, I'm trying to save you the time. But Rico ain't trying to hear that. So Rico proceed to hang out with Molly anyway. They spend time with each other. And Rico genuinely starting to feel confused, like, ain't no way she done did all this stuff that God's saying that she done did. Ain't no way she really done set him up like that and took his bread, whoop, whoop, whoop. Cuz probably just embarrassed that something is fine done cut him off, so he in his feelings. So that's his loss. I ain't even worried about cuz, it's me and her. So that's Rico mindset, right? So at this point, they been spending time together, a lot of time together. I know they sound familiar. Shorty been looking out for him, spending time with him, texting him, good morning, shit like that. Calling him, checking on him, all that. Like she just being, that perfect little backbone that you may not think you need, but it definitely show a difference when you got somebody present that's carrying that type of weight and moving like that with you. So they spending a lot of time together. They getting real acquainted. And you already know what come after that. Like, they done start dealing with each other intimately as well. They been fucking around for a good little minute now. It ain't been too long. Like, it ain't months like how I was with Johnny. It was more like in the course of some weeks, really. Almost a month, but really some weeks. They just have been doing a lot of talking, a lot of chilling, a lot of one-on-one. And the whole time all of this is going on, Johnny steady telling Rico over and over again, bro, I'm telling you, she ain't what you think. You need to leave her alone. So on and so on. He steady trying to warn her, but he still ain't trying to hear that. So he continue to deal with her. They going out to the movies together, and mind you, bro, then at this point, he almost moving like they together. See, Rico, it ain't even so much that he feel like he can just do whatever and like he gotta move without regards for Johnny. It's just they already had a pre-understanding with each other that they ain't even tripping by stuff like that. And Johnny ain't even tender about Rico talking to Molly. He just trying to warn him, cause he already see what stuff going, and he trying to prevent bruh from walking into the same setup that he done walked into. So at this point, that's what's making things so crazy for him, because both of them kind of got the same problem where they like to get themselves in situations where they done got the warning plenty times. They done got the red flags plenty times. They done got the messages that they should have been left this person alone or that person alone and walked away plenty times, but ignore it. So with all that being said, Rico got the mindset he just finna move how he feel like moving, right? So even with Johnny steady telling him he need to leave her alone, Johnny eventually got to a point he was like, you know what, bro, since you got it the way you say you got it, I'ma let you have that. I'ma leave it alone. Ain't even gonna mess with you about it. Ain't gonna say nothing to you about it no more. You say you know what you doing, bro? Alright, you know what you doing, bro. You know what you doing the way you say you know what you doing. So he stopped saying anything to Rico about it. Johnny just started acting like they ain't even really exist for real. Like he just started going back on to his own 1-2, you know, doing his hustle, getting it in. He ain't worried about nothing else. So by this point, Rico, and mind you, you already know how they been moving, how everybody been moving. They ain't got no official titles on each other, but you know how it is when people been dealing with each other. It be that silent territorialness that be present. That's why that communication be important. But that's a whole nother conversation. So anyway, back to it. Rico just starting to get comfortable with her. Real comfortable. He's starting to really fuck with her vibe, etc., etc. He spend a lot of time talking on the phone. Spending a lot of time pulling up on her. You feel me? All that. But see, what's off about this whole situation though is that he can't seem to really get in contact with her like that. Like he noticing this little pattern where they'll vibe for a little bit and it'll be a real raw, cool time. Like they'll, you feel me, all that. But then it'll be like once she leave, it'll be like he just can't get in contact with her for whatever reason. But then she'll randomly come back after, you know, whatever amount of time. And the whole thing about all this, he got his warning, right? So with him knowing what he already know and been told, he ain't taking none of this as a red flag. We having a good conversation. We having good vibes when we together. We going out. We spending good quality time, all that. But then when I drop you off, you go missing for days. I can't get in contact with you or nothing. He looking over all that. But you already know what time it is. So if you want to hear how the rest of this play out, You're gonna have to catch me in the next one. So yeah.